Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Thanks for joining me on Stop and Think Puzzles. Today we'll be taking a look at the Sunday New York Times crossword puzzle. This puzzle is constructed by Chandi Detmer and Winna Liu, who does the connection puzzles on the New York Times website. The title of this crossword puzzle is Connections. So I assume we're going to have some kind of something similar to Connections. Now I do solve I play Connections every day as sort of a warm-up before I start recording the crossword puzzle. Usually I can do it in under 5 minutes with one or no guesses. Sometimes that can be very difficult. There have been times when I just haven't been able to figure it out. And even when I can get it fairly easily, I don't always know what the fourth category is. So I'll be interested to see how this puzzle plays out. Let's get started. I don't see any circles or anything like that, so it'll be interesting to see how Connections is applied here. All right, one across, many pages in a travel guide. Don't know, one down, ceremony with a censer. Censer, those little things that distribute incense in a religious service, maybe mass, a religious ceremony with 4 letters. 2 down, Tina Turner or Stevie Nicks. Don't know. 3 down, where you might say, that's my cue. In a pool hall, perhaps? That's my cue stick. 4 down, that's what I get. Don't know. Many pages in a travel guide, one across, could be maps. An ingredient in some face masks. Let's try aloe for that. Tina Turner or Stevie Nicks. Are they altos? Uh-oh, okay. So are we going to have to figure out what category these would go in? Similar to Connections? Oh boy. 26 across, variable directive. Don't know. Okay, I'm not going to look at the theme clues yet. 5 across, location identifier for a digital photo. A geotag. Does that fit? Yeah. I think that's what that is. 5 down, faux pas, a gaffe. 6 down, notable bankruptcy of 2001. Is that when the Enron scandal broke? 7 down, what the nose knows. The nose knows odors, I guess. 8 down, whole bunch, a ton. 9 down, formicary resident. I think that's an anthill. Fourmi is the French word for ant. How I usually figure out a lot of Latin roots is from knowledge of French or Spanish. 10 down, come to term with. To, I don't know. 19 across, extra point as a result of a foul in basketball lingo. Is that just called and one? I think maybe. Like I said, not going to look at those yet. 11 across, biblical verb. It could be doth, hast, a lot of different things. 11 down, strife. Don't know. 12 down, ancient performance space. And agora, but that's kind of like the market, isn't it? Odeon is the name of lots of theaters. Maybe that's Greek for stage or something like that. Let's see, 13 down, it's in the bag. Don't know. And 14 down, yeah, absolutely not. All right, let's come back. Whoa, let me look at 20 across real quick. 20 across, think about it, don't know. And 24 across, scorch. Sear, maybe. That would fit with Odeon. Now that I think about it, Odeon probably is Greek for like the place where you recite odes. So that would be a good word for a stage. This could still be doth or dust. Strife. Think about it. With an exclamation point is an indication this is just something kind of extra literal interpretation of the clue. So think about it would be an idea, the it that you think about. Yeah, absolutely not. It's in the bag. I don't think sear is correct based on that. And strife. Okay, well, I'll come back to that section. 15 across, a garment, maybe, don't know. 15 down, alternative to a boot, maybe. Don't know that. 16 down, many a state boundary, a river or a mountain, probably river. 17 down, off. narrow part of a cloche. Cloche, the French word for bell, also a kind of hat. Don't know. 25 across, sitar great Shankar. I think Ravi Shankar rings a bell. Pair that's unlikely to win. A pair of threes in poker. Sultanate just north of the equator. I'm not sure about that. Or that, or that. Okay. I do kind of like threes for this. Okay, I don't know. What's 27 across? Snack, sometimes served with birria. What is that? I don't know what that is. And variable directive. Solve for. You solve for variables in algebra, don't you? Yeah, so the instructions for a math problem might say solve for. Let's try Tina Turner. Is this storefront? The app store, the convenience store, the general store, and a thrift store. Yeah, so these are all words that could have store in front of them. They are store fronts. I think that fits with connections and also with the other clues we've got. So 4 down, that's what I get. Serves me right. Yeah, serves me right. That's what I get for not doing connections more often. Helen Mirren is an actress. Very good. Snaky swimmers. Let's try eagles there. Okay. It can be a real pane. Pane spelled like a window pane, which could be made out of glass. So that fits. 39 across. Blank orientation. A consideration in American Sign Language. Palm orientation? Yeah, I could see how you'd need to orient your palm in the right place. 35 down. Route giver. GPS would give you the route to take. So cuisine with larb and green papaya salad. If this were an A, is it Lao? Fish that shares its name with a body part would be a sole. So Lao cuisine, I guess, has larb. I think I've seen larb in the puzzle before. It's a food item. Where should we go next? Maybe here. 32 across. Another connections clue. Holiday, monsoon, tax, and tourist. Season. 32 down, identical. Let's try same. 33 down. Class, often offered at the library for short. They often offer English as a second language, I think. Come to term with. Come to term with. To gestate is to go through the term, to full term of a pregnancy. Let's try that. 28 down, cruising, say. I don't know. Still don't know strife. That's giving me a lot of trouble. Taco, is birria something in the Mexican cuisine? Cruising, that could be a C, a word you rarely see outside crosswords, but it means at sea, on a cruise. So cruising would fit there. This could be seasons greeting, season. Let's try taco for what could go with birria. Discord is strife and contention, and an apt name for an internet server. Horror director Ari Aster, not familiar with that name. Let's see, Discord. Let's look at this one. Season, holiday season, monsoon season, tax season, tourist season. Season enders. We had store fronts. Maybe this is season enders. It's kind of like a bad injury in sports. 34 down, root used in perfumery. Don't know. Absolutely not. Let's look at this again. If this were dust or doth. Tea could be in the bag, in a tea bag. So this could be an H for doth. That would be a verb used in King James English, in the King James translation of the Bible. Oh, this may be hard to pass. A pair of deuces instead of threes. What's 30 down? Possible response to a squeak. Oil. I'm not sure about this. I'm just going to take threes out, but I don't know what else is going to go in there. It could be deuces would go in. 38 across. Item repeatedly stepped on by Sideshow Bob on The Simpsons. I don't remember that. All right. That corner is not being kind to me, so I'll come back to it later. A-, dream, SWAT, tag. Team leaders. So not A-, but A as in A hyphen as in A hyphen team, the A team. One of my favorite shows from back in the day. Dream team, SWAT team, tag team. So these are all things that can go before team. They could be team leaders. Okay, that makes me more confident about season enders because I think that fits the pattern we've got in these two. 40 down, appointed, don't know. 41 down, clickable greeting, an E card, an email. Kitty contribution could be ante. You ante into the pot, the kitty. What, some tiny patches cover up? Are there tiny acne patches, maybe? Knock on. Not sure. And 61 across, here we've got another themed clue. I'll need more crossing letters for it. 66 across, held sway. Don't know. 69 across, tuckered out. No. Can we get any of these? Appointed. An E card, maybe for a clickable greeting. Knock on. Rap at? What's that? Rapping at my door? Is that a line from The Raven? Tapped. You tapped someone for a job. You appointed them. Trojan war hero. Achilles, Ajax. B minus or B. Date, lifetime, silent. Movie preview. B movie, date movie, lifetime movie, silent movie. Okay. Movie, so previews doesn't fit. Movie. 61 down, classic British sitcom character inspired by Jacques Tati. I think that's Mr. Bean. 62 down, body of work, your oeuvre. I think that's the right spelling. Prospective college students make them. Visits. Held sway could be reigned. For 66 across, 69 across, tuckered out. Boy, I'm bushed. Hit musical politician about Evita. You let down your people, Evita. You were supposed to have been immortal. That's all they wanted, not much to ask for. But in the end, you could not deliver. Start of some movement names. Is it art? Jonathan Van Blank of Queer Eye. I'm not sure. I like visits. Art Deco could be a movement. Art Nouveau, I guess. Not quite sure I'm getting that. Jonathan Van Ness. I don't know that person, but let's try it. Okay, so we've got this section filled in. Movie, I liked preview, but I don't see how it fits there. 64 down, conductance units. Ohm is resistance, so I don't think it's that. Share, don't know. 56 down, in need of patching. Say, that could be hold. 57 down, where Van Gogh's The Yellow House is set. I know there's a scene in the movie Ronin where they are in Arles in France and they talk about Van Gogh's Yellow House. Let's try that. So I don't know it from the painting or from art history, but rather from watching action films. 58 down, bit of lab work. Not sure about that. 43 down, those in Spanish. That could be esos. And 34 down, root. That's the root. Don't know. Nickname for Empress Elizabeth of Austria. 50 across. Don't know. 55 across, blank cave. Maybe Plato's cave? There was wrote the allegory of the cave. That I do remember from a college class. A test might be a bit of lab work. Pretty confident about tapped, an e-card, an ante. Movie premieres. Okay, yeah, so these words, be, date, lifetime, and silent, are premiering the word movie. They are movie premieres. All right, I like that one. That was difficult to figure out. Conductance units. Still don't know that. Share. In need of patching could be leaky. A leaky tire would need patching. Mends, seals, or heels. I just don't know what 64 down is. My share is my piece of the pie. Booster, bottle, hot, Houston, and model. Rocket. What is it? You could rocket. No, booster rocket, bottle rocket, Houston rocket, model rocket. Rocket. Not sure what the ending one is. Saunters, moseys, mosey along. What is this? I don't think I'm going to know this. Is it MSOs or is it Mo? This is going to be either heels or seals. What else could it be? Let's try an H there. But if I get something wrong, I bet it's that. 70 down, city that entirely surrounds another country. Rome surrounds the Vatican City, which is an independent country. 76 across, neighbor of 70 across on a risk board. We'll need some crossing letters for that. 73 down, leader in the Cuban War of Independence, Jose Marti. He was also a poet. He wrote Guantanamera, Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. 77 down, that's not surprising. I wonder if this is Siam. Aeneas. Yeah. I guess he's more known from the Aeneid, which was like a retcon of the Iliad, I guess, to talk about the founding of Rome. But yeah, he was mentioned in the Iliad. 77 down, that's not surprising. I'm sure this is I. I'm not surprised. I'm 85 across, certified, funky, minty, and poppin'. Not sure about that. 91 across, Hertz, for example. Rent-a-car company, or also some kind of electronic measurement, I think. Maybe let's stay over here on the left side of the puzzle. So 95 across, brand, like, nothing, what's. This could all go with new. Brand new, like new, nothing new, what's new? New beginnings. These could all be beginnings of a phrase that involves new, so I think that fits. 95 down, certain criminal or the agent pursuing them. A narco. Could be the good guy or the bad guy, I guess. 96 down, Atlanta University is Emory. 97 down, Greets the Day, Wakes. So, cries of exasperation, oys, I guess. 112 across, one of Canada's First Nations. The Cree, I think, would fit there. Streaming device whose name means 6 in Japanese for 106 across. Roku is a streaming device. I didn't know it meant anything in Japanese. 101 across, Blank and Merriam, a musical duo. Not familiar with that. Quiet. To quiet someone could be to subdue them. 92 down, another start of some movement names. Neo, I'm more confident about that. Neo-modernism, neo, whatever. Amador? Amadou. Hertz, I guess, is just a unit of measurement in generic terms. I'm it. I don't know. This could be a couple different letters, I think. 107 across, Fighter of Ravana in Hindu lore. I don't know. 113 across, like whole numbers after they're multiplied by 2. Okay, I know that from watching Sudoku videos. Any number multiplied by 2 would be even. 117 across, some PTA members. Not sure. 108 down, Principal on Abbott Elementary. Haven't seen that show. I think this is the third or fourth time it's been part of a crossword clue. Maybe I should give it a look. 98 down, Having a Handle, named. Your handle can be your name, like John Appleseed is my handle. 86 down, They Might Be Brought Back from the Beach. Suntans would fit there with those N's. So dads, I guess, could be PTA members. Rama. Sounds like that might fit. That's not surprising. I'd agree. All right. I don't know what's going on in that little section. Still don't know that. 87 down, Lin Ching Blank, an icon of Chinese language cinema. Don't know. 88 down, lampoons, to satires or parodies or... 89 down, price point, with a question mark. Don't know. 78 down, prominent feature of dub music. Not sure exactly what that is. All right, let's move over here into this section of the puzzle. 71 down, the New York commuter line. Don't know. 68 down, zip your lip. 65 down, unrefined oils. Crudes. Don't know the Honolulu Palace name for 51 down. 60 down, it's laid on thick for a performance. Don't know. All right, let's go up here to the top and then work our way down the right side of the puzzle. A garment. Bra could be a garment. Off. Amiss. Let's try that. Not thrilled about it, but maybe at least it will spark some things in. I had river here, didn't I? I took out 3s. If this were a C, an alternative to a boot, yeah, I broke my ankle once and had to wear a boot, but could have been a brace, I guess. Narrow part of a cloche as a hat. It might have a narrow brim. Brunei is a sultanate. Not quite sure where it is in relation to the equator, but I will accept that as the answer. Deuces, a hard pass for yeah, absolutely not. Season openers, holiday season. What did I have? Yeah, I was thinking of it in the opposite direction. But yeah, these words would come before season, so they are season openers, not season enders. Possible response to a squeak. You might say, eek, a mouse. Did Sideshow Bob step on a rake? It's a classic gag. Elizabeth of Austria. It's probably an A. What's 51 down? That's the Honolulu Palace. Honolulu Palace. Don't know. 44 across. Stevie Wonder's Blank She Lovely. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? 45 down. Arab honorific. Syed. But there's so many ways to spell it. 46 down. One with mainstream tastes. Disparagingly. A normie, maybe? Yeah. I think I've heard that before. Things a wedding DJ might introduce. Don't know. Word before boy or after boo. Who boy or boo hoo are things you might hear. Performance often accompanied by super titles. Opera would feature those. 65 across. Adjusters. Assignments. Claims. A claims adjuster would be assigned claims to adjust. Okay. Turn up the volume. Crank it. Maybe. 47 down. A wedding DJ might introduce toasts. Okay. Shake. Not Sayed, but yeah, shake. And that would be spelled that way. It's laid on thick. For a performance. If this were an N. Why do I have a C here? Rocket launches. I don't know why I had a C there. Let's try crank it. Pancake makeup, maybe? The something... Lolani or Aulani Palace? Let's try crudes for unrefined petroleum. Its national anthem is Jana Gana Mana. Just from the letters we have, I think that's going to be India. I like pancake makeup, something that might be thickly applied for a theatrical performance. Zip your lip, can it? 71 down, don't know that. Brie is a cheese that has a white mold rind. Long Island Railroad, maybe? Fresh starts. Certified fresh, funky fresh, minty fresh. Poppin' fresh, yeah, that's the Pillsbury thing, isn't it? Okay, let's try fresh starts. I'm liking this puzzle, and I do. It's. I like the way that they've incorporated the connections into the clues. Prominent feature of dub music, is that bass, perhaps? Use as directed. So price point is tagged, the point at which the price is listed. Okay, let's finish off this section. 87 down. Cha, maybe. Slightly, a tad. So Cha could be a Chinese name. Lampoons, sends up, to parody, to satire. Okay, yeah, let's look at this. 110 down, insurance option for short, don't know. 111 down, department that helps a company run, informally, don't know. 103 down, Loretta of MASH, Loretta Swit, played Major Houlihan. 99 down, word repeated when consoling, there. Like that. 100 down, propelled, a shell. I wonder if that's a rowing shell. You oared or you crewed. Wreck. Lives as lovers. Could shack up with your lover. He shacks up with her. Okay. Bridal, cold, Gatorade, meteor, shower, bridal shower, cold shower, Gatorade shower, meteor shower. A Gatorade shower is what they give the winning coach after the game. Shower. Just not sure what the ending will be there. Ops, maybe? Masked official for 114 across. That would be the umpire in baseball. And 118 across was active online, posted. So HMO, a health maintenance organization, might be an insurance option. The operations department, I guess, ops, helps companies run. And ORD for propelled a rowing shell. Wreck, total. Carve, to etch. We had that in yesterday's puzzle, didn't we? As something related to intaglio. Shower heads. These are all words that could be the heads of a phrase involving shower. Okay. So 79 across, one-time Britney Spears partner in the tabloids, don't know. 90 across, word that sounds like its first and last letters. Well, the first letter is E, so let's try ease, which has a last letter E and sounds like ease. Gives off, emits. Guaranteed to work, fail-safe. How's this going to fit? KF. Delivery abbreviation. Some in France, day. Estimate. K-Fed, is that some kind of nickname for Kevin Federico or something? I don't know. I like EST there. Not sure about that. Sci-fi sightings, UFOs, I guess. Unidentified flying objects. Confined with up would be pent up, I think. Does that fit with thick noodle, udon? And an attention seeker might say, psst, hey buddy, want to buy a watch? Or something like that. All right. I figured. That's not surprising. Yeah, I figured. Fighter of Ravana. Let's try Rama. Ava, probably. Let's try Dads for the PTA members and Ava for the principal on Abbott Elementary. So we've just got this is a little unfair. I don't know anything about perfumery, and I haven't heard of a root. Nickname for Elizabeth. Sasha could be a nickname in Russian. I'm guessing it's Sasa, maybe. Aulani. I know that is a name associated with Hawaii because that's the name of Disney's resort there, but they spell it with a U. But I guess you could also spell it with an O. Let's try a... Nope. Well, that's frustrating. I really enjoyed that puzzle. I really enjoyed the connections thing. I think it's either something here, or maybe I don't know Britney Spears' partner from the tabloids. What else could it be? Could it be CC with ease? I don't know. I'm just going to reveal the puzzle, but I don't feel bad about it. CC. Okay. So yeah, I don't feel bad about this at all. Root, an orris is a root used in perfumery. That's not a very common word. How would CC be a nickname for Elizabeth? You would think it would be Lisa, Sasha. CC, I guess, is as plausible as anything. And Iolani Palace. Yeah, I'm just not familiar with that. So, not a successful solve. I had to use a revealer. I could have also looked up these things quite easily and figured it out that way, but well, the result would have been the same. I had to rely on outside help to solve the puzzle. But that aside, I did really enjoy the connections clues. They were all kind of in the, there were no homophones or names of rappers or, or things like that. Characters from Clue, the things that have tripped me up when solving connections, they were all pretty straightforward. Words that either come before or after the words in question. So we had store fronts, season openers, movie premieres, rocket launches, fresh starts, that was kind of hard to figure out, new beginnings, and shower heads. So I did enjoy that quite a bit. Well done to the constructors of this puzzle. A great way to incorporate connections into the crossword. Connections recently celebrated its 1-year anniversary. I hope they continue. There was a little mention in the New York Times Games letter from Winaloo that she hopes to make the puzzle more difficult over the coming months. So we'll see how that plays out. I do often struggle with it, so I hope they don't go too difficult, but it is always enjoyable. A good way to spend a few minutes, as was this puzzle. So thanks for watching, and please join me on my channel for more puzzles and games. I'll see you next time.